Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Rivers to throw it. It's complete to Watt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set, 1080. Against the mark. They can't hang with us.
Rivers now from the 50. Hunter Henry brings it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Set, block 11. Time to go, night. Tie on left. 4 down, 40.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Let's go,
Margus Hunt able to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rivers, he leads to Eckler on the draw. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 14. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check, 79. 79.
To throw, Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Set. Block 15.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Badgley able to punch this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set. Come on, get the flag. All day.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett now. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First down.
On the double. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Are you getting hurt? Are you getting hurt?
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run here with Mack. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Stop your whining.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Set, ready. Six out low. Shoot right here. We ain't giving them nothing.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Rodgers brings it in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 21 yards away. And the Colts have taken the lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. And he's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, Rivers. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Rivers. He's able to find Edmond. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Chargers are going to retake the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Hines. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Brissett. And he's got Rodgers. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 37 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Draw play. It's Eckler. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Crunch time. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season. 885 yards, 10 touchdowns. And that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we go? 58, boy, 58, 58. Come on.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Rivers. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Badgley's kick is good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Set, we're okay, we're okay. Black 11!
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Set, 380!
50, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. It's been a long day for you.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to knock this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Brissett to throw on first. He completes this one to Mack. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Brissett on first down.
I know most of the time.
And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. One receiver left is Hilton. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to run with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 1st down, it's Mack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Hines. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brissett to the right side to Eric Ebron. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 45 on second down, Rivers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
180! 180!
Here we go. We got tight left. Hey. 4 down, boys.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
General West. White, 89.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they are able to cut into that lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? They come up in an offset eye. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, having to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go play action with Brissett. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brissett now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far. It's 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Vinatieri started it left. It stays left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
180.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. This is Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here I come again. Here I come.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Following the interception here, Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where's primary.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Chargers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Danico Autry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Colts take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their
Let's
own
go.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. And the catch made by Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. They'll run the screen with Mack. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. And Pascal's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run with Mack. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Back to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Today's final score, Chargers 29, Colts 26.